Hey everybody, it's Mike. This is your 5-Minute Friday video for Friday, September 25th. And as I promised last week, today what we're doing is a shoe review. So something a little bit different. I'm not giving you a whole bunch of updates about stuff, but I wanted to give you a shoe update, shoe review rather, excuse me, on the Carson Footwear Iguana Racer. Carson's been a great sponsor for us. They're our official footwear sponsor for the Rough Trail Ultramarathon. They've just been fantastic. They've given us several pairs of shoes to wear test, and they've also donated 4 pairs of shoes that we're going to be giving away to our top finishers. I want to stop there because I know there's been some confusion on the information that we've been communicating on that. So the free pairs of shoes are going to our top male and top female overall finishers for the 50K and the 22K. That's first place overall, male, female, in the 50K and the 22K. So those 4 people, top overall finishers, get a free pair of shoes. Now, along those lines, Carson Footwear has many other designs, several other designs rather, in addition to the iguanas. So check out their website, carsonfootwear.com. You can see what they're all about. So I want to tell you a little bit about the shoes so you can know what you're getting if you plan on winning first place in either of those races. So I'll tell you right out of the box, I'm really actually surprised by these shoes. I really wasn't sure what to expect. And actually, you know, out of the box, rather, I should say, out of the bag. So this is pretty cool. Carson Footwear does not put their shoes in boxes. They actually come in this canvas bag, a drawstring canvas bag, which is actually really cool because normally when you get a new pair of shoes, if you're like most runners, you have 100 pairs of shoes, and thus you end up with a whole bunch of boxes that you've either got to throw away or recycle. So this was really cool. I was surprised to get this. We got a little canvas bag that I've actually used a whole bunch. So that's really unique and really cool. So good job, Carson. So I want to tell you about these shoes. I'll be like, I was probably like most of you, where I really wasn't sure what to expect from these, and I was a little bit turned off by how they look. I mean, they have this lizard look, and they just don't look like most shoes. Let's be quite honest. But I really liked it. The more I looked at them, and the more I wore them, it's kind of cool. You know, they're different. And they're unique, and it kind of, you know, makes people turn their head, and, you know, it's kind of got its own identity. So I really liked it. I'll give you a little bit of the specifics. I told you I wouldn't, but these are a zero drop shoe, as you can tell. It's got a 10 millimeter stack height on them, so it's not a ton of cushion, but it's quite enough, I find. I've run in Red River Gorge. I've run some trails down in Tennessee. I haven't found the cushion to really be a problem. I've done runs up to 20 miles in them. So they're really quite protective, even though there's not a lot of cushion. So zero drop, if you like shoes like Ultra or other minimalist type shoes, this is really along the same lines. It's a very minimal ride. You can kind of tell how light and flexible the upper is. And probably the most surprising thing for me when I pulled these things out of the bag was just how flexible they are. I mean, you can literally roll these things up. So I really liked it. I really liked that about it. And the inside is very, very soft. I don't know what materials they use, but that's probably the second biggest surprise, in addition to the flexibility, was just how soft the inside is. You can kind of see they've got the cool little logo there, but it's some kind of soft fabric as well. The outsole doesn't have a ton of tread on it, so if you're talking about really muddy conditions, they probably don't do very well. But like I said, it's a really soft, really flexible ride, and don't be turned off by the way they look, because you know what it is? It's uniqueness, and it's pushing the limits. You know, the folks at Carson, I've really been impressed with what they're doing, because they're a small company, and they said, you know, I don't care that this industry is dominated by the likes of Adidas, Nike, Ultra, Salomon, name your huge shoe company. They said, we're going to make shoes, we're going to do it differently, and we're going to do it all right here in America. So these are 100% made in the USA. So check them out. They're $100 online. So if you plan on shooting for first place in either of the races, go ahead. Try to get a pair in advance if you can. Like I said, they're $100 on carsonfootwear.com. Check them out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. They're quite versatile, probably one of the most versatile pairs of shoes I've had in a long time. So along these lines, I want to say something else about Carson. Last week we said we would have an important announcement about the prizes for the Rough Trail Ultramarathon. And so this announcement is courtesy of Carson Footwear. And I'm proud to announce that the folks at Carson Footwear have agreed, graciously offered to donate some additional money to our prizes. So our top 3 overall winners of the 50K, we're previously awarding $150 for first place, $100 for second place, $50 for third place. Well, Carson Footwear is adding $50 to each of the podium finishers. That's male and female for the 50K only. Sorry, 22Kers. We do what we can. So thanks to Carson Footwear, so those awards are now up to $200 for first place, $150 for second place, and $100 for third place. So thank you, Carson Footwear, for throwing some money toward our Rough Trail Ultramarathon runners. So just some quick announcements. Again, check out nextopportunityevents.com for some upcoming races. We're trying to announce the next couple of races for 2016 by the end of October. I'm heading out to the race site the day after tomorrow, actually tomorrow by the time you're watching this video, to finalize the course for one of our races that we're going to be doing in 2016, so keep an eye out for that. Also, please join us if you can make it down to Red River Gorge October 10th for our second and final training run for Rough Trail Ultramarathon. We'll be doing basically the entire 50K course, cutting out the Oxy Ridge section. So go to nextopportunityevents.com, go to the Rough Trail Ultramarathon page, and check out the course maps. You can kind of see what I'm talking about. So the long distance there, we'll probably be doing up to around 20 to 22 miles. I'm not sure exactly, but there are plenty of opportunities for you to cut it short. So if you don't want to do a huge run like that, you don't have to, but this is a great opportunity to get out on the course and do one final long run on the race course before you start your tapers. I hope training's going well. Make sure to check us out at nextopportunityevents.com. Follow us on Twitter at nextopevents, facebook.com/nextopportunityevents for upcoming announcements, and some more fun stuff coming down the way from sponsors for the Rough Trail Ultramarathon. So I'll see you next week.